Hey everybody, today we're talking about the Rossi Ranch handgun. It is a lever action handgun that is available in 44 mag, 45 Colt, as this one is, and 38 special / 357 magnum. It has a 6-round capacity plus 1 in the chamber, and it weighs about 4 pounds. And the barrel is 12 inches. The overall length, there's no specs online, I measured it, it's just under 24 inches. So you might ask, why did he call it a handgun? Well, that's what it is. It's not an SBR. I've had a lot of people ask me about that. This is actually a handgun. And now, let me preface this by saying I'm not an expert on this area of the NFA rules, but from what I've been told, the gun is a handgun because the receiver was built specifically to be a handgun. It was never used in a rifle. It was not built with the purpose of being attached to a rifle. That plus it has a short stock which is not appropriate for shoulder fire. And I went and I looked up the definition of a handgun on the ATF's website, and here's what I found. Okay, I didn't look up the other stuff. The receiver, for example, honestly, because I'm not that concerned. I'm sure that the ATF is not going to come looking for me. The other thing that I was told was that it has to be marked very clearly that it's a handgun, and just so you can see the box that it came in, attention dealer, this is a handgun. Alright. So that's basically what it's got there. This is actually my son's gun. He has a thing for lever action rifles, and whereas I'm more of a semi-auto guy, although I have a shotgun Remington 870 that's a pump, most of my guns are semi-autos. This obviously is not, but I have not shot it, and I want to play with it. He has. And, you take a look at these things in the movies, you can see why one might be attracted to it. It's been around, these lever actions, they've done some really cool stuff with it right up until recently. I think it was it Zombieland with Woody Harrelson? But, I mean, you can see why someone would like it. Here, check it out.
The Rifleman. Starring Chuck Connors.
Lever action, and it does this. How cool is that?
Alright, anyway, it's, as I said, it is lever action. And just to be sure, we've got nothing in the chamber. It's safe. You've got a safety over here. You've got your bead up front and your adjustable sight. And you know what? Rather than stand here and talk about this, I'm going to go to the range because I haven't shot it and I want to see what this is all about. And I'll come back later and kind of wrap this up. So this will be a quick one, but let's go shoot the Rossi range hand. Alright, we're going to give this a shot. First of all, you'll almost never see me in a jacket. Don't even wear long sleeve shirts, but here in Florida today it's really cold. It's 29 degrees and it's humid, so it feels a little nippy. Plus my hands are wet, so my fingers are numb. I'm not even a namby-pamby Floridian. I don't throw on a down jacket when it's 65 degrees. But I'm from the Northeast. So anyway, let's give this a shot. I just put 6 rounds in this. You're literally going to see my first shot, so you get my first impression on this gun. First of all, it's heavy, so let's see how this works. I'm not quite sure where to hold. Maybe you guys can tell me where it's going from behind me. Okay. Where to go? Am I high? Two with one. How good am I? And I missed. And I missed again. Wow. Shoulder stock, not a shoulder stock. You're not going to shoot it like that. I'm not sure whether you use 1 or 2 hands. Let me load up another 6 and try it again. Wet. Alright, let me try 2 hands. Yeah, nothing left to shoot. Bang. Cool gun. I'm going to get out of the cold. My fingers are numb. Alright, back inside from the cold. My fingers, I can feel them again, which is a good thing. Alright, before I give my thoughts on this, I want to say that normally with a weapon, before I give my make an opinion on it, I like to put at least 500 rounds through it. And in this, you saw all the shots that I made. I literally put 12 rounds through this, and that's it. And also, I typically look at weapons from a home defense or self-defense perspective. This one I'm gonna look at for from a perspective of just having fun, because it is a lot of fun. As you can see, I was a little confused as to where to hold or how to hold it. 1 hand, 2 hands. Typically, with a handgun, you're holding with 1 or possibly 2, and with this, just cocking it is it doesn't feel right. I've used plenty of lever action rifles. I've killed quite a few varmint using them, but the stock is against your shoulder, and you can very easily cock it. Now, you saw from Chuck Connors and Ah-nold and my son that you can flip cock this, but that's not something that I would do with a loaded weapon. I think that's probably not the safest thing. It's great in the movies, but in real life, if you're defending your home and you're in an apartment, the people upstairs might not appreciate it, or you might not appreciate it if you shoot your foot off. So, also, if I had put 500 rounds through it, I might have figured out the best way to utilize the gun or to cock it. So it's also, I had a little trouble hitting the targets. Part of that maybe because it's 4 pounds, and using it with 1 hand is, I can see this getting heavy pretty quickly. Having said that, I could see having an awful lot of fun with this. And it doesn't have a lot of recoil, and that's probably because it's 4 pounds. I expected a little bit more. But overall, if you're looking for an iconic weapon that is a hell of a lot of fun to shoot, this just might fit the bill. Plus, I can tell you that while I was at the range, I had 4 people ask me questions about it. It gets attention. There's no question. Whether they just want to say, hey, that's like something I saw in the movies, mare's leg or whatever, or is that a handgun or a rifle, and how does the ATF approve something like that if it's a handgun? It's really cool. And it's not all that expensive. It's in the $500 range, at least as of the time I'm doing this videotape. So it's fun. I say thumbs up. Go out and get one. Have some fun. As always, happy shooting, guys.